Hello my darlings, and welcome to my little corner of the internet, where I talk about the things that I've learned and discovered about myself as a trans woman. But although I say that, I think there is a little bit more to this. If we look at my backlog of videos, that hasn't exactly been what I've been doing. Sure, I've talked a decent amount of my experience, but there's been a bit more going on. So what is my real goal here? What future am I looking for, and what future do I want for us? As my time has become more limited due to work and, well, a new adventure that's in the works that I'll talk about in about a month, I do feel like I've had a lot less time to work on, well, this. You're allowed to tell me if you think otherwise, but with the future being as uncertain as it is, I think you all deserve better. Now, I don't want this video to turn into a pessimistic mess, because I still do remain optimistic that if we band together as a community, seek out support and never give up, we will continue to fight for a better future as we always have, and we will eventually achieve that. However, that doesn't mean that I am or think we should be ignorant of the world around us. Ignorance is bliss, but that bliss is so fragile and it can all come crashing down so easily. So what is my place in all of this? And what is your place? I am a single person, and I like to see these videos as a form of activism, as education. They allow people to better understand us, to help humanize us, to see us as individuals rather than the boogeyman that governments around the world are making us out to be. And for that reason, I do hope that my videos remain accessible for cis people who want to educate themselves, who want to better themselves. But the fact remains that through the nature of the algorithm and the content I make, the chances are that you, the person watching this, is trans or questioning. And that is still wonderful. The videos that I make are the type of discussions that I wish I had when I was younger, something to help me open my eyes to the reality that I was facing. And so for that reason, I will always continue to make videos that are affirming, ones that hopefully help you to better understand yourself and to combat any internalized transphobia that may be present. I don't want to focus on politics or current events because the nature of this community is you're all from different places. I can't effectively direct you to efficiently advocate for your existence, easier access to gender-affirming care, or better protections. And frankly, I'm not educated in politics and activism enough to do that. I prefer to leave that to the people who do. And on that note, I don't want to react to transphobes or transphobic policies just to effectively frustrate the whole community to no avail. This community is an echo chamber. As I said earlier, most of us are trans people, and I don't want to be responsible for some sort of anger or frustration amplified by stimulated emission of emotion. For something to change, that frustration or anger has to leave this chamber into the real world in the form of activism. Surrounding ourselves in misery and frustration isn't conducive to a happy life without a sufficient outlet. And I don't want to be responsible to add to the negative emotions that are already so present on the internet, even if it does get more clicks. Now, where does that put you? Well, that's for you to decide. I'm not here to tell you the best course of action for you to take. I want you to lead the happiest and most authentic life that you can, but that's up to you. I also want our community to be free and accepted, and to that means, well, if you can, I would like you to reach out to local organizations, do some volunteering, make some donations, attend protests, or even write to lawmakers. Those would all be great things to do. But once again, I can't tell you how best to advocate for yourself and your community. Those are steps for you to take. However, if you don't feel like you can handle that, or you don't feel like you're in a safe position to do so, I don't blame you. Existence is resistance, and if you're not in a position to do anything more than that, I fully understand. Your safety is a priority, but when it does seem like all hope is fading, that is the moment to reach out to community, band together in solidarity. I unfortunately don't know resources that exist for everywhere in the world, but I will link at least some that I do know. And if you ever feel overwhelmed with what's happening in the world, Do not hesitate to call a hotline, just talk to someone. You can even reach out to trusted individuals and with their consent, share your fears and worries. You don't have to carry them alone. Just remember that those around you also have their own fears and worries, and they may not be in a position to help you at that exact moment. And so, I will continue to try and grow this cozy space on the internet, sharing my experiences and trying to demystify aspects around transness and our identities. If you ever have any topics that you'd like for me to discuss or share my insight into, I'm always happy to listen. So feel free to leave a comment below, send me a message on Blue Sky, or even send me an email if that's your style. I want to spend more time researching and planning to make the best and most informative content that I can. In doing this, I hope to support my community, and I hope to bring some positivity and light even into the darkest of moments. I hope that can give you a little to think about. I do recognize that I am in a privileged position, and I am out of touch with what some of you are experiencing right now. I am trying to use my position of privilege responsibly to help those that have less, and I hope that those in similar situations to me are doing what they can too. I just want to make it known that whatever you are going through, you are not alone. We exist everywhere in the world, even in places where we have been forced underground. It's not easy, but we can survive and we can achieve a better future. I have seen so much positive change in my lifetime, and although we are backpedaling on that progress in so many places right now, I still remain optimistic that more positive change is to come, and I hope you stick around to see it with me. Thank you so much for reaching the end of this video. It really means a lot to me. I know that it was a bit shorter than usual, and I hope to get back to longer ones, but this was really a reset to help me focus on future content and really get the best I can out there. So if you want to continue joining me on this journey, feel free to hit subscribe and that bell for notifications. And don't forget to like the video you did, and feel free to leave any comment you like. You can always find more from me on Blue Sky and join me when I stream. I'm always so happy to engage with my community. But for the time being, stay positive and hang in there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.